Hey, what's up guys? It's Eric with Plugged In Recovery. I'm with Anthony at the Embers.
What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on.
Brand new sober living in Phoenix, Arizona, ultra high end. These guys are doing amazing work. Anthony's gonna give us a walkthrough of the house. We're gonna check out some of the facilities. There's a lot of cool stuff in the backyard. And then a little bit later on, we're gonna sit down and just kind of hear from all of the founders, their vision, what services they're providing, stuff like that. So lead the way, man.
Let's do it. Over here is our library. It's ever expanding. Folks find themselves in a modern European, newly remodeled kitchen. We got some Arnold Palmer and infused water if you want them, Eric.
Awesome.
Over here is pretty simple. You find myself or Fernando or another house manager sitting here.
That's the command. This is the command station.
This is kind of
if you find yourself here, it's either really good or really bad. I'm just kidding.
Good. Yeah.
Guys, take a look at this fridge real quick. Look at this.
Yeah. No, wow. We got the double. Right now we're
incredible.
stocked for a party. We're having a grand opening in an hour or two here. So.
What? Yeah, let's touch on this game room real quick right here.
Oh, sure. I don't want to skip by this. We got a full-size billiards table. Here we have fun. We hang out. Are you any good at pool?
Decent. I'd say decent. Scale for 1 to 10, 4.2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm a 4.1 if you want.
Okay.
To
That's an even match. We'll get some later at the open house.
Sure. 12 people sit here, especially on Sunday evenings when we have a weekly
Family meals.
wrap up. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, the idea is this, right? I can tell Jimmy, you know, your room is a mess. But what resonates more, it seems, is when Johnny, his roommate, turns and as a brother in a group says, Jimmy, our room is a mess. What are you doing, right?
That's the peer model. That's the peer support model, right?
Yeah.
It means more coming from the group.
I was told a long time ago, we get sober, we recover in pairs, right? So whether it's in 2s or 4s,
Yeah.
as a group, that's what we do.
That's awesome. Guys, take a look at this. Do you think you could get sober here? I'd say. That's awesome.
Yeah, so the idea is for this to be a premier single, right? We got the full walk-in closet, full bed, and we allow these guys to watch television because at the end of the day, you know, we're not in prison.
Yeah.
So we put mid-century everything throughout the house. The furnishings is all solid wood, mid-century style to complement the house and the light fixtures. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah. And Eric, if you would check out the bathroom, tell me if you...
Let me see. You know what? I could clean myself in here.
Yeah? You agree?
Yeah. Oh, guys, beautiful shower, the smart mirror here. I mean, what more could you ask for, really?
Not bad for personal.
Yeah. Not bad.
Let's head upstairs.
Full-size beds, too, guys. It's important to note here.
Speaking of bathrooms, I've been told we have the nicest bathroom.
Really?
Any sober living in the entire state.
In the master?
Of Arizona. I can tell people have been talking.
Guys, we're about to see the nicest bathroom in sober living.
Don't take my word for it. Let's find out. Here we have the master. Okay, so this is a shared master currently. It's certainly spacious. A lot of room for clothing in that walk-in closet, but
Got a fireplace.
Listen, sometimes we want to, especially in the winter time, set a little bit of a
Let's take a look at this closet.
Oh, you like that?
Now that is incredible. I mean, you could charge rent just to live in here.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah. There's enough room, right? There's an egress.
I don't know who needs this much clothing,
Yeah.
but if you do, come to the Embers.
Wow.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, and all of these fixtures were designed for the space, so I think we did a good job.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The bathroom, so is really what I'm excited about. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous, but
oh wow.
Here we are.
Oh.
What do you think?
I mean, I gotta tell you, that's pretty nice.
You got options. You got options.
We're gonna go here.
How are we watching
Dual
this morning?
Dual. Get the high-low. That is incredible.
Yeah, then you can just hop in the bed. Finish the job.
Oh wow. Yeah, guys, this is pretty good. If you've ever been in sober living before, your bathroom probably did not look like this.
Yeah, but I want to know the truth. Is it the nicest bathroom?
You know, I would say, off of my experience, it would be the nicest bathroom in sober living in Arizona.
Nailed it.
You
That's
heard
all
it here.
I'm done.
And guys, I've seen a lot of houses, and I gotta tell you, I mean, look at this soaking tub with the wand. I mean, what more could you ask for
After
here?
a long day, what could you ask for?
That is absolutely incredible.
Come on.
What are we smelling?
It smells like home.
Yeah, that's good.
That's what we're going for.
That's good. I was gonna say clean sheets. I was gonna say, what is
Or clean linen
sheets?
Febreze. Yep, fair enough. And then this is the last of the doubles, right? You'll notice like the art is scarce because we want to encourage individuals to embrace their individuality. But we did get a little bit more fun with all the artwork once you get into the living quarters themselves. Mm-hmm. Somewhere that I would want to live if I were first getting sober. We want to allow for a space where fraternity is possible in recovery.
I mean, check out this oasis. I mean, look at these, just right off the bat, we've got 15, 20-foot hedges for privacy here. Beautiful gazebo overlaying on the pool, workout area, ping pong table. I mean,
let's not skip past the workout area. We got bumper plates galore, about 550 pounds of weight here. I love working out, and I found that I didn't love working out before I got sober. But that in recovery, you know, such a compliment to a well-rounded life.
of course,
Fitness, right?
mind, body, spirit.
Yeah. So the energy out here with a group of dudes who are looking to get well together.
Yeah.
It's unparalleled.
Yeah.
And then if we want to lighten up a little bit, we can come this way. Is this really what the people are here for?
This is what the people really want right here. Oh.
Putt-putt golf. We don't always have speakers. The speakers are here for an event.
I mean,
What do you think of this?
look at this, guys. Phenomenal grill out here.
Yeah.
A little command station.
A little bit of everything for everybody.
Okay, now Anthony's gonna show us the diving board.
Personally.
You go ahead and hop in.
Undress and jump into the pool. The pool is heated, guys, so year round we can enjoy this space.
Well, yeah, I think we're gonna go have a little rap sesh with everybody and kind of just learn a little bit more about the program itself, some expectations of if you are to move here and how to get in contact with these guys. But we are sitting here with the founders of the Embers. Guys, we've already taken a look at the house, seen some of the amenities. Now we're gonna learn about the vision of Embers, what their mission is here in Phoenix, Arizona. And we're gonna learn more about the origin of just how it came to be, how you guys got connected with each other, and what your plans are for the program. So why don't you guys just introduce yourselves?
My name's Anthony. I'm a founding partner, the Embers, and I myself have recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of mind and body. I find myself here with some of my best friends, creating sober living. I think what we have here is special. And I think there's a space for it here in the Central Corridor of Phoenix. So we're glad to be here, and I'm glad to be telling you guys a little bit about it today.
Awesome.
Yeah, my name's Eric Parra, 9 years sober. I started up Structured Men's Sober Livings in West LA, and really just wanted to bring something new to the community of Phoenix. And I'm here with two of my good friends, and I'm just really excited to get it going.
Awesome.
So I'm Samir. I am from sunny South Florida, and just listening to your guys' introductions, I'm just here. Oh man, how cool is it? I'm so grateful that God has given me the opportunity to be able to come pretty much across the country and be part of something, right? Because I've done businesses and different things, and I've been sober myself for 16 years, and I remember what it was like. I just remember what it was like to getting sober from the very beginning, and just being able to be a part of something else is very, very exciting to me. This is actually probably one of the most exciting things that I've started in sobriety based on all my other businesses. So yeah, I'm excited.
Awesome. That's awesome. Well, we have Arizona, California, Florida. I think everyone's wondering, how did you guys meet? How did you guys get connected with each other?
Yeah, so I mentioned earlier that Derek and I actually met in the context of a sober living environment years and years ago in South Florida, around the same time that we met Samir here. So we go back.
Yeah.
We've been hanging out for a while.
Yeah, we go back way back. I got sober. My sobriety is Christmas Eve of 2008. And when did you come down to Florida, Anthony?
2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, February.
That's right. And then you came down.
Same time?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, and it's been cool. It's like I got to see, and we're all equals. You know what I mean? Like we're all on that. We're all equals. Like I feel like we're all brothers and sisters. And but it's cool because I got to saw you guys. When I had however much time I had sober, and then I remember a few funny stories about you here.
Oh, what's that?
You got funny stories about me. Obviously, we know each other.
Let's open it
We
up.
can save that up. If you. But yeah, same deal. You know what I mean? And it's just cool, man. It's like the coolest thing. Yeah, we've known each other. Since 2012ish, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And to focus in on the Embers specifically, I know you have your program that you've been running for a while in Southern California. How did this concept come to be, starting a sober living, this one in Phoenix?
So, really, in my opinion, it started from my journey in Florida and being in West LA, where I went through a lot of programs, especially in my early 20s, that were all good programs, but I didn't have the necessary life skills component, right, and the accountability. So, I had a curfew, I was getting drug tested and breathalyzed, but, I didn't know how to do my laundry, I didn't know how to handle money management, how to get a job, build a resume. Those things were kind of foreign to me. And I finally landed in Los Angeles after a period of time. It was actually 18 programs that I went through. And I finally had some men that were actually holding me accountable to my behaviors, really, and really pushing me to get honest with myself in a lot of different areas. And, holding me accountable to going to 12-step meetings, holding me accountable to being a part of the community, holding me accountable to giving peer-to-peer feedback to my, to other men. And a lot of times it's discussing, tough things. But what I find is when I'm my brother's keeper, and I'm willing to go the extra mile and get honest, when I'm seeing things that are going wrong, it really helped develop me to, I would say, the man I am today. So that's kind of how it started. I managed that house for about a year and a half. And then I ended up starting up my own programs called Design for Recovery, where we just wanted to continue to give back to the community and really just kind of give them something that has a little bit more, maybe just, I would say, structure and accountability than a typical house. But yeah, man, that's just kind of like.
And how much inspiration would you say you drew from that program when launching the Embers?
I would say Quite a bit. I've seen, hundreds of men get back involved with number one, like the most important thing I find is, their relationship with God. Learning how to apply that to their day-to-day life. And then also just for the young men, having that accountability at home, right? Where we're constantly reinforcing that stuff. We're showing them that they can build a community and have camaraderie with other guys their age. And have fun, really. Even when we were in Florida, that's what it was about. It's about having fun. I think that I missed that accountability part. Although I was an adult, I was still a kid, I'm still young. Yeah. I needed that figure in my life that was going to hold me accountable.
And I think we had a good balance though, because we all have our collective recovery experience. And Derek brings a lot of personal experience from California and what he's done out there, right? But that was well balanced with a fresh set of eyes and some fresh perspective. And really deciding, like, if I were to go back to those early days, and I could design any program and live in any house, what would that look like, right? And I think we nailed it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. And love the high structure, high accountability, but also emphasis on the fun, emphasis on building a life worth living in sobriety so you don't feel the need to escape it, right?
Yes.
And I think you guys are kind of capturing that in this experience that you're offering at the Embers. Why don't you touch on some of that ancillary stuff that kind of complements the programming?
At the end of the day, more than anything, what we're looking to do is cultivate a space where people can find themselves. Maybe for the first time ever, right? And we do that in a group, we do that collectively, we do that in group activities. So on a weekly basis, we're going out, we're exploring the world. We don't have to spend a bunch of money to do that. That might be a hike, as brothers, going out to the lake out east, right? Or doing all sorts of activities that build community, build bond, right? And experience life again, right? In sobriety and recovery, sober. And then we bring it back to the home. And it's not all fun and games. I want to say real quick, I know this isn't directly answering your question, but we do, we hold these guys accountable with a series of methods. One thing, maybe Derek can talk more about words. What do you think? Should we share the news on words and what that might look like for somebody who...
Why don't you guys touch on, if somebody's watching this and their prospective person who's maybe looking for sober living options or whatever that looks like, how would you describe your program to them?
So, I would say that we're a structured men's sober living, but I also think that it really depends on who I'm speaking to, right? The things I want to touch on, and to kind of touch your first point, I find that there is a bit of a gap for some of the young men that are coming into the program, where maybe like the family's not necessarily involved as much, right? And I find it very important to be reaching out to the family once a week, giving them updates on their son's progress, trying to be someone that is really kind of like pushing to get back, that connection back that might have been lost through, drug use. I know for myself, I was a ghost in my family's house when I was using drugs and drinking. Never really was speaking with them, just living in my basement, When it comes to the actual guys that are coming over to the Embers, I find that, yes, we have the structure, we have the accountability. I like to focus on the fun parts, right? Like, we can build big lives. We can go and be successful in life. If it's getting employed, maybe it's just like the community activities, doing things for the community. Giving back in those ways are huge. But if you could repeat the question again, I'd be happy to.
I think what we're just trying to capture is just like, what should somebody's expectation be when moving in and participating in your program?
So, I think that it's a good question.
Let me ask you this, actually.
Because there's a
And
lot of
let me ask you this, and let all three of you guys weigh in. in your own words, in your own opinion, what is one thing that you feel sets yourself apart from some of the other programs offered here in the Valley?
That's a good question. There's so much here in the Valley. There's so many good things about sobriety and recovery here in the Valley in a sober living setting. I think, again, kind of bringing it home to this sort of communal, fraternal vibe that we have here. It's kind of hard to put a finger on, right? It's sort of this abstract thing, but you step inside the home, you feel the energy, and it's something that we carry through our lives, that really this is, as we said, birthed from a certain vibe that came from the other side of the country, made its way to California, and then we're expanding upon here, but it's something of a brotherhood that I think is in the fundamental sauce for what makes life worth living for me, brings us together today.
And one thing I think is, it's not that I don't want to be set apart or to be known as better than, because I am an equal, right? When someone has a day sober, just because I have, whatever, I have 15, 16 years sober, 16 in December, it doesn't mean that I'm any better than them, right? So one thing I think would be, it's like, I don't necessarily think that we want to be set apart, right? I want to be part of unity, right? Like First Tradition, right? AA or NA, depends upon the unity, right? And I think we're all on the same team, which we've proven through, having mentors from other places, talking to other people from other places, right? And I think that's so important that we are all on the same team. And I feel like it's sort of like sponsorship, right? I know that not everyone is going to want my brand of sobriety. That's what it comes down to, right? There's going to be some people that want Eric's brand of sobriety, and I feel terrible for them. Or might want Anthony's brand of sobriety, or John Doe's down the street, right? And I'm okay with that.
Okay, I love that. How about I rephrase to, what's one thing that you think makes your program unique?
That's a good one.
I liked my answer before, but another thing that makes our program unique is the bathroom. Did you see that master bathroom?
The master bathroom, guys, I'll tell you what, it's up there. That's soaking tub is
what we said
phenomenal.
earlier. I asked point blank, is that the nicest bathroom in any sober
I may or may not have air pressure. No, I'm just kidding. No, it is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, the Florida ceiling glass box shower with the soaking tub, it's phenomenal. You guys will see it in the walkthrough. It was amazing. But yeah, I would love it. Let's revisit one thing that makes your program unique.
I think one thing that makes our program unique is our unique experiences, right? Anthony himself is the man, the myth, the legend, in his own mind, right? All jokes aside, I joke all the time, but I think every program is unique in its own way because of the people, right? It's not necessarily the program that's unique itself, which it can be with accountability and all these different things, and being a part of something, right? And being a part of a group that's larger, that's bigger than me, right? Because when we are together, but I also think it's like, the people that are going to be, leading it. And I know we all have great hearts, right? Like we do. And not to toot our own horns, but
yeah, we keep talking about ourselves because that's what we get here. Right. We have our unique experiences that come together in the love that we share for each other, for the community of recovery at large. And at the end of the day, what are we talking about? It is to the individual to embrace these tools, to pick them up into a day at a time, right? Choose whether or not we want to show up for recovery. The tools we're setting at folks' feet are our brand of what, if we could have anything for ourselves or for, as parents, all three of us are parents, children, and for the children, the loved ones, what we would want to be able to say, I like our odds with those tools.
So I like that you rephrased it, right? Because I think that at the end of the day, we're all trying to help, men and women, get their lives back and really get re-engaged with the community and their families. I would say the biggest thing for me that would make us unique is pushing for the peer-to-peer feedback with the guys in the house, right? It's one thing to hear feedback from a manager or somebody that is, in a position of power, right? It's a completely other thing to hear feedback from the guy that you're getting, you're going through the program with, And that was something that was huge for me, is when I was hearing these things from my peers, my friends, the guys that it just seemed a bit unbiased. It just felt more real, and I could actually receive some of that, even though I don't hear it all the time, right? And I know that those people care about me and have my best interests at heart. So that'd be mine.
I love that you touched on that, right? Because I think that's where everything is moving. It's the social model of recovery, right? Where not everything has to have clinical space baked into it. There are high success rates from the social model, peer support models, and especially out back east, a lot of sober livings are starting to really integrate that into their programs, and I love to hear it. And I told Anthony this in the backyard. Nobody 5 years after graduating from your program is gonna look back and say, man, I'm really fond of that soaking tub that we had at the house, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna look back on the memories they made with the people while they were here, the experiences that they had, and the relationships that they built, right? So I love that that's what you guys are focusing on.
It is a phenomenal tub.
It's a phenomenal tub, but the experience that somebody has while they're here is what's going to resonate with them past all of that.
And another thing to add onto that, right, is that what that cultivates is space for us, that accountability. We're staying accountable to the community. We're also opening up an opportunity to be considerate of one's brother. So there's the ramifications of being told by Derek, hey, I've been leaving our room a mess. Okay, and that's gonna hit away. But it's opening up for space for an opportunity for me to consider how might I be of service to my brother. And we know that this is in the fundamental foundation of a meaningful life and obviously a successful sobriety.
Collaboration more than authoritarian.
Servitude. Yeah. Thinking about something bigger than myself. How might that happen?
Awesome.
I find that to encourage the peer-to-peer feedback, it's a lot of one-on-one time with each individual guy. Right, and building that strong relationship through the individual sessions that we're having, that management is having with the residents, and then really trying to get them out of their comfort zone during the house meetings to stand for something.
Right.
Because guys told me all the time, if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything. And it's like, if you really want to be your brother's keeper, tell him the things he doesn't want to hear about himself.
And especially in sober living, it's important to really foster that, because what we find a lot is a lot of dishonesty when you're going through alcoholism, when you're going through addiction. It's a lot of dishonesty, and you come into a program like this and you want to foster an environment where they feel comfortable enough to admit their faults, right, and be honest about them, and then work with each other to correct that behavior, rather than just it being like you're either going to follow the rules or you're going to be out on the street, and you're really not fostering that honesty that it's going to require to build real recovery. So I love that you're putting that into the program.
And the camaraderie is built through the difficult times that you face in the house. Without the adversity, you're not going to have the camaraderie.
Right.
And we really hope and want to inspire that. So these guys, when they leave the house years later, they're still coming back to the house meetings. They're still willing to have conversations with the new guys in the house, and really create that
fraternal lineage, right?
Exactly.
I love that.
Yeah.
We are going to start wrapping up here, but I always ask every single person that we do any sort of content with, we always end on, we'll go down the line. If for someone watching this that might be struggling to reach out for help or just looking for options, do you have any words of encouragement or advice for them?
Of course. I have a lot of words. The first that comes to mind, though, is that anything is possible, and if we can let go right now to that possibility. I have been there. We've all been there. It can get way better. I can start right now. Awesome.
I would say simply that, you can be honest. Find someone. There are plenty of people that you can talk to. And recovery does not have to be a boring thing. It can be a very fun thing. It's one of the best things I've done in my life, if not the best. And, I really just encourage anyone that's struggling to reach out to someone.
Yeah, it's before I got sober, I didn't think it was possible for a guy like me to get sober. Like I really didn't. I was very bad. I was bad, and I didn't want to just stop. I didn't want to just stop. I wanted to stop wanting, right? Because I've been in rehab so many times, but like this thing would just keep going. So it's possible. It is to stop wanting. That obsession can leave, right? Because I know there's a lot of people that go in and out of detoxes and rehabs and sober homes, and it's possible. And sometimes you just let go with a full surrender and trust the process. Even if I don't feel like doing something, like when I have that gift of desperation, willingness, when I'm willing to do things, even if I don't feel like doing it, I should do it anyways. And it's possible for anyone. If I can get sober, I know for a fact anyone can.
That's awesome, dude. I appreciate you guys sitting down with us. Congratulations. We're gonna get some footage of the open house too, but we will have their contact information on the screen. It'll also be linked in the bio if you guys want to check out their website, get in contact with them. Anything else?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Dude, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. The house is awesome. I'm having a great time, dude. So congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thanks.